Right, hi everyone, teardown time. This is a rather random eBay buy, piece of military avionics, something to do with compass bearings. It's got various dials and knobs. This one changes the readout down there, and if you pull it out, it changes these two readouts here. This little switch selects between them. Interestingly, they go opposite ways. So yeah, don't know what it does. Going to take it apart. I think it might be interesting. Clearly military. It's quite heavy. Nice military connectors on the back. So yeah, let's get started. So having taken those screws off, you could reasonably expect it to go apart, but apparently it doesn't. I did actually cheat and take the cover off this previously, so I know you have to take the front off. Very nicely made military knobs. The little screw actually goes all the way through the shaft and screws into the back side of the little knob. So there's absolutely no way it can slip when you turn it. These things are actually lights, and this front panel is made of transparent perspex, so when they're all screwed in like that and they light up, the light shines through all these little markings, so you can see what you're doing at night, which is a nice touch. It's the sort of thing you're designed to do on your own project, but actually never get round to it. Finally. And here we go. So what have we got? Lots of synchros. They'll be fun to play with. Lots of very nicely laced up control cables. Interestingly, the control electronics is kind of mechanically decoupled from the synchro and front panel assembly, which is not quite sure why they did that. The back has this nice little gasket, nice touch. So, how do we start here? Looks like if I can get these off, the whole thing's going to come out, come apart. Yes, there we go. Right. Wow. So, lots of very high density vintage military electronics. No idea what these things are. I'll have to investigate that in a bit. And lots of little synchros and a very nice high quality gearbox. Absolutely no expense spared in the construction of this thing. Right, well, time to destroy it. Nothing for it. We'll come back to that bit later. Interestingly, they're all tied on with this blue ribbon stuff. I've not actually seen that before. Usually it's some kind of specialist cord, but I guess they had their reasons for wanting to use ribbon. Actually, these cables are kind of soft and rubbery, so maybe they're made out of some sort of special elastomer, and the ribbon doesn't dig into them as much as a cord would do. Right, let me get this thing apart. Okay, the time has come to remove this. This had a little slot in the plastic on the front, and it's a collet type grip mechanism, but the plastic's broken and it fractured it as I was trying to turn it. So the only way forwards is to destroy the whole thing and maybe get to the metal collet underneath. There we go. Oh wow. Typical of military stuff, it's not a straightforward collet, it's actually got a little set screw in there. Still doesn't want to come apart. Finally. Right. Okay, guess there's a spring in there somewhere then. There's the little wheel. Very expensive mechanical linkage. extremely high precision gears. All these gears are actually anti-backlash gears. You can see they have two separate gears paralleled and a little spring, so the separate gears are kind of offset from each other, and it takes out any backlash in the system. Very nice, very high quality. Must have cost an absolute fortune. So let's have a look at these synchros. What exactly have we got here? Lots of differential control transmitters, which is a little bit of a shame because I was hoping there'd be a torque receiver which I could use in some experiments. However, not to worry. Let's rip the rest of this apart. Servo motor. Have to work out how to drive that. Fascinating. Gears. Wow, this is stubborn. Finally. Okay, I think we're ready to take this bit up. see what we have in this bit. That's quite nice. You can see the lighting sockets. Just a simple wire, together. (21 to 28 volts). Okay. (26 volts). What do you do? That's quite nice. Interesting way of doing an indicator. You'd have thought they could have just had a little light that lit up and backlit printed words, but apparently they thought that was superior. Fine, okay. Okay, what have we got on this bit? Even the screws have little machined custom washers. Excessive. It's actually getting in there. Very nice little brackets. I might actually be able to reuse them for something. So this is the board from the unit. These little gold things are actually relays. I took a few out. This one, it actually says relay on it. Smith's micro relay, 20 milliamps. The board itself is quite interesting, rather odd construction technique. They've actually cut holes in the PCB and put these little clips in to hold the relays in. Seems like rather a lot of effort to go through just to hold down some relays when one could just tie them on with something, but there we go. Obviously felt it was warranted. The rear is all point-to-point wired, interestingly. They put so much effort into the construction, you'd have thought they could have gone with the full PCB, but apparently not. The transistors, germanium transistors. OC202 it looks like. Yeah, OC202. What can you do with a germanium transistor these days? Probably not a lot. Maybe it does actually need 28 volts. Maybe that's all the wrong way round. That's interesting. No, I was driving it the correct way. Let's try making the red wire negative. Worked just now. I think there's something wrong with this. I can see little bits floating about inside of it. Let's give it a lot more than 28 volts. Let's give it 38 volts. No, I think that one's dead.